The hell is Metro?
You'll find out.
And we're
Oh my
live.
god. Okay, start it.
Didn't we tell you it's a first-person shooter before, Chris?
And welcome, everybody, to the third installment of the Jail Cell podcast.
Heck yeah, boy.
That's been
We're here to talk about my feet.
No one's talking about your filthy feet.
the Jail Cell podcast 3 has basically been pushed back, but we're here and we're alive and we're kicking.
Excuse us. It's a bit late and everyone had a long day today. That we had to. Oh my goodness. Okay,
See-
I'm not used to this.
I would like to tell the fans that the
Oh, boy.
reason we are about 17 weeks late on this podcast, right, is because of Kalel. Yes, the Zach Trans that you all know and love. He's the reason.
I started the stream, I can end it right now. There won't be a
God, I don't think
channel in
he's
like 5
laughing.
minutes.
God, I don't think he's laughing.
There won't
Why
be
you
a
gotta be?
channel.
Why you gotta be like that, man?
What happened? What do you mean he left? Oh dang. Alright, you wanna play Street Fighter though? No, let's go. Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta be a little gay to be a little straight.
Okay, I'm tired of this.
All right, so hello.
Yes.
What's new with the channel?
Well, for starters, we let's see. I got a couple of things planned in the future. Both of which will actually be revealed, I should say, during the next meeting, in all of its beautiful glory. And hopefully, if that goes well, we could possibly be seeing some new stuff for both the main channel and the gaming channel. And yeah.
Is anyone else hearing that though, or is it just me?
That's from David.
Yeah, I've been in the kitchen cooking. You know what I'm saying? Except I didn't burn down the house this time.
This time.
This time,
So you burned it on before.
not the kitchen is a metaphor. Just never mind. Anyways, yeah, stuff's
Man.
going good.
I was once cooking, and the pot exploded, and I was like deaf for like 5 seconds.
So you basically you flashbanged yourself.
I flashbanged.
So you blew up your kitchen.
Yo, it was like so loud, and like everything was weird. Yo, it's like I couldn't hear out of one ear. I couldn't hear out of both ears, but then I couldn't hear out of one ear, and everything was weird.
What did you how do you manage to do that? That's crazy.
How did you do it? I just told you, I was cooking with a pot. What
What the hell you were cooking?
I don't know, like bacon or some shit. God,
Bacon?
dang.
Ew, why would you eat bacon?
What? Shut up, Chris. You disgust me. You disgust me by the fact that you
Bacon
don't...
is fattening. What the heck?
What else? What isn't fattening, yo? Exactly. Sometimes you gotta
No, that's
take
like a
risk.
lot of fat.
Sometimes you just gotta take a risk. Everything except for water is fattening, yo.
You just gotta
No,
send it.
apples aren't fattening. The
You know what I'm
heck?
saying?
It has apple has. Yes, they are, Chris. Every fruit is fattening.
There's no one
Fruits
every
have
fruit
natural
is fat.
sugars in them, yo.
Yeah,
The more you
sugar's
know.
not fat.
Sugar makes you fat. Yo.
No, I'm sick and tired of this. My brain hurts already. We're not even 10 minutes in.
Yes, sir. Anyway,
Science with Zach and Night Eagle.
You think we could beat Bill Nye and Miss Frizzle?
no, probably not.
Can you see a death match between them?
Can we beat Top Gear? Probably not. Actually, that's the challenge. That's the challenge right there.
What?
If we can beat Top Gear.
That's not gonna happen.
No, man. We gotta have faith in ourselves and our
Ow,
rip
ow.
off Mystic Gear trademark.
Heck yeah, baby.
Then we get hit. We're gonna hit with the cease and desist as well.
And it's gonna be freaking worth it.
No, it's not gonna be worth it. We're gonna get canceled.
I mean, to be fair, that's already on our path. Come on, Chris.
Exactly.
know
Have you
why.
not seen
Do
my
you
stream?
not watch the freaking
It's in it's in our
Uncharted
future.
memes? I mean, not memes, videos.
No, because I don't want to be a.
Obviously not.
I don't want to.
Don't lie. Don't lie now.
Because
Don't
I
lie
was
now.
lying. I don't tell lies. I tell half truths. It's completely different.
Either way, Nazir is the one who hosts the Uncharted stream. So what else do you expect?
Here's the point. Here's the point.
But off
Nani
topic.
Deska, how did she hit me? I was going
Though we
for the
weren't on topic.
perfect.
So, Alex and Chris, remember what we saw on the back of the school bus today?
Oh, we saw a spoiler on a school bus.
Ow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
We saw a school bus with a spoiler.
You saw who?
According to-
Wow.
This actually kind of pissed me
check the
off a
screen.
little bit.
Check the channel.
According to Alex and Fred, I was barely paying attention because
Alex
because
like said,
plane
Bro,
was going through
are
the
you
ice and
kidding
it's like
me?
going through a platforming level.
Bro, are you
You
kidding
saw-
me?
They said a
You saw
school
Hoochie
bus
with a
had a
Gucci?
spoiler.
Actually, to be fair, right?
Oh, because you went to the Chinese buffet, right?
If you paid attention to the new flyer Excelsior, they also have spoilers too.
No, I
Like a
noticed
really
the
small
like
one.
this, yo.
Fred.
Huh?
Not like this, yo.
No, like they really do. It's like it's really small. It's like a
Exactly,
little
it's
duck spoiler.
small. It doesn't look like this, yo.
Chris, I'm gonna need another invitation
we're
because
gonna have F1 racing.
I'm playing
with
my
buses
brother
now.
right now. I'm sorry.
all right.
We have like the school buses
yo,
like.
All right,
going
I'll
through
play
the track.
after. I play a
What is
set with my
this?
brother.
You
Oh,
know, yeah,
Lewis Hamilton can probably like win a race even with the school bus.
probably.
Oh, now we're gonna talk about F1 on the Jail Cell podcast. All right, let's talk about how great Lewis.
I sure as hell goddamn will. But
Yo, what the pucking puck? Can we not talk about puck on this pucking
Mother
podcast?
Well,
Pucker.
I'm sorry that I'm a pucking simp for Puck, bro.
You're
know
a
what I'm
simp for a
saying?
cat.
Yes, and I freaking admit it.
I
I'm a
need help.
pucking simp
I need
for
help.
Puck, bro.
So, what are we gonna talk about?
I see Puck and I'm just like,
Let's talk
Puck,
about how
yeah.
Sonic. Let's talk about how 2022 already has 2 good movies on its way.
Oh
Yeah, Sonic movie and Spider-Verse 2.
Yes. That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the movie doesn't introduce more useless variants of Spider-Man, because I believe Penny, Noir, and Ham were useless.
Useless.
Noir is not useless.
Okay, by useless I mean like they didn't offer anything significant to the plot. Like they were just there. Like the main focus was Peter Parker, Miles, of course,
And
because that's his
Chris.
movie, and
Yeah.
Gwen.
I mean, they appeared in the
Well-
in the fight scenes.
Well, that's just about it.
Penny also made the other version of the
The
Goober.
Goober.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How many more until I go back on?
What
All
else?
characters kind of play
else
their
they do?
own roles.
I feel like there hasn't been enough done with them. Like I feel like they just shoehorned them in. They're not as fleshed out as the other 3. Is what I'm trying to say.
Even
Like
though
they're
they're
not. I want
as-
to say.
even though they're not as flushed out as the other 3, is still like they still had their uses.
That is true.
Like I won't deny they helped alongside Peter and Gwen. They helped out Miles. They in a way helped out Miles realize what he needs to do.
Yes, and that's
They also
be different.
like it couldn't have only been Peter and Gwen telling him like that they know what he's going through when Aaron died.
Yeah, like freaking.
It couldn't have been only those two. Like obviously there had to be more. And to be honest, there I will agree with Chris. Hope
Discord can suck a fruit.
um
Anyway,
Yeah,
anyway,
you can cancel me. Yeah, you can cancel me, Discord. I don't care.
what was I saying again? Oh yeah. I'm hope I'm wondering if the Spider-Verse 2 movie will um be like the comics, follow the same plot as the comics, in which is basically that every spider person in the everybody in the Spider-Verse is in danger because I, who is it again? What's his name again? The vampire guy.
You have to fight a vampire?
Morbius.
Huh?
Morbius.
One more time?
Morbius.
Yeah, Morbius. In the comics, Morbius was going across the Spider-Verse and killing all the spider people and eating them. So like literally every single one of them was in danger.
So you're telling me you're telling me Penny's gonna get eaten alive by some vampire freak?
I said everybody across the Spider-Verse. So that includes Penny. Yes. So in the comic
Goodbye,
books,
Penny.
they made a
Don't say that.
whole
Don't say that.
they what's it called? They brought a whole bunch of people from they even brought back the Spider-Man, the Japanese Spider-Man that had a mecha at some point.
There was a Japanese Spider-Man with a mech.
Yeah, it originated in an old Japanese TV show where it was just Spider-Man, but he had a mech.
How big was it? Like
Megazord.
Oh my god! How come the West didn't come up with that?
Was it?
It was a really old TV show in Japan, but yeah, they even bought that in book as well.
I need to look at this mech. I have to see it's cooler than the original Penny Parker's mech.
It's not like Penny Parker's mech. Like I said, it's basically a Megazord, but Spider-Man's Megazord.
Damn, I didn't know people treated Spider-Man like a Sentai hero.
So yeah, they bought that. They did that. They bought it in Cosmic Spider-Man, I think his name is. They bought in literally every single version of Spider-Man, and every single person in the Spider-Verse, and I liked that they did that. I'm hoping that Spider-Man 20 that Miguel O'Hara is in second. I'm hoping that they do that. So what's it called? And I'm hoping
Damn
that
it!
Miguel O'Hara plays a bigger role, being that he's my favorite Spider-Man.
Wait, who?
Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Either way, if they do or don't, it's most likely going to be a good movie.
Okay, enough about Spider-Verse. Let's talk about that blue menace who's the laughing stock of the gaming industry.
Sonic movie.
Do you think they're gonna mess up the sequel? Because movie sequels tend to be
But I
for the
have
most
some
part.
faith on it because they said, according to Tyson, has
Hmm?
to redesign.
Yeah, they
But
announced it coming out April 8th of next year.
according to Tyson, has the person who Sonic's redesigned. He said they're gonna do more with the source material for the sequel. We're gonna go
So that,
into more familiar territory.
especially with how Eggman turned out at the end of the last movie.
Yeah,
So that's a
apparently, also probably gonna get Knuckles in the sequel as well.
Awesome.
Which makes me wonder what they're gonna do for the third film. They are doing a trilogy.
Sonic CD. It's the only way.
And
Do you think
Sonic
they'll
CD
do?
or Sonic Adventure.
You think they'll
Because
do a CD or adventure?
CD because it will make sense to go with the a classic game. Like if they're gonna be based on off of that. Oh shoot! But at the same time, Adventure also makes sense from a marketing standpoint because people want to see that recolored Supersonic on the big screen. So they'll find a way to bring him there.
I feel
Even if
like with the military, if they want to add something else, like they probably might take some inspiration with Adventure to maybe in Gun Geo 1. They would put it.
or have
I
that
doubt that would happen,
heterochromic
but
or have that heterochromic um general from Shadow the Hedgehog appear in the movie.
the Gun Commander.
That
Yeah, also
dude was
like
ugly as a child.
might probably get the Chaos Emerald, of course, or the Master Emerald.
Knuckles better be a die-hard guardian of the Master Emerald in the movie, like he is in the Sonic Mania Adventure shorts.
Which is weird because in the actual game canon, he's the last of his species, and we're not gonna count the Sonic the Chronicles Marauders.
Sonic Chronicles doesn't exist.
Yeah, we're not counting that. In the movie, all the echidnas are still alive. So Knuckles isn't the last of his kind. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Unless they do a thing where Eggman just like eliminates them all. Sequel.
Then you just have Eggman commit genocide right out the wazoo. Or
Hey,
better
maybe.
yet, Eggman could have them enslaved.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot they can do with that since Eggman's stuck in the other side.
Yeah, that and probably introduce Metal Sonic since he still has some parts with him.
that makes sense.
Does he have Sonic's DNA with him?
Yeah, remember the end of the film?
Oh yeah.
Still had that one quill. So we could possibly see Metal Sonic. He also brought up, maybe Amy.
Yeah, I hope they don't introduce another Sonic and Amy all at once with the film. I mean, with the second film. Like at
I
least
feel
as a
like they're
teaser
good
at the
enough with.
end.
I feel like they're good with Knuckles and
Knuckles and
Metal
Phil.
Sonic. Yeah, probably like Metal Sonic in the third film. But that's all we pretty much know for sequel anyway.
Damn it!
We're gonna start filming in March of this year.
Oh, that's not too
They
far
have them
away.
over a year to get everything. Well, at this point, they probably had everything planned, like the script like the script, the cast.
Yeah,
I can tell you right
and
now, I'm already disappointed with the dude who's playing as Knuckles.
I mean, this
Yeah,
rumored for who's playing Knuckles.
it's not and if the rumor's true, we're not gonna get the Rock playing as Knuckles.
It would actually make sense. I'd like The Rock to play as Knuckles.
Yeah.
I don't get what's with people saying they want freaking Tom Holland to play as Tails.
Ew,
I
get a
can't see
woman to
that
play as
happening.
Tails.
I don't get that. Like, I don't want Tom Holland as Tails. We get the actual voice
Tails'
actress.
best work has been Tails' best work has always been a woman.
Yeah. Not counting Sonic Heroes sales because that one is a
I say his best work, not his worst. And that's I'm not trying to diss child actors, but that's a child with no talent who only got it because his family was in the industry.
yeah.
Like, oh, that's cool. Like, no, that's not cool. Oh God, you
The
pillaged.
Sonic movie. There's also the Netflix series we're getting next year as
Can I
well.
call for me?
The Netflix.
What time is it now?
Sonic Prime, which is being produced by Man of Action and Wild Brain.
Wait, I thought it was 3D. See,
Is
I
gonna
thought it was
is
3D
it
animated.
this is gonna be 3D animated.
Oh, I thought you said live action.
Nah, it's not live action.
Oh no.
That show better be better, or at least good as the Sonic Boom TV show.
One of the people from the people who's working on the series, they said it's gonna be kind of like, in a way, the tone of it's gonna be like, what is it, Generator X?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't have memories of watching Generator X.
So if anyone's familiar with Generator X, it's gonna be probably similar to that.
What's the tone of Generator X?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the same tone as Ben 10, or at least the original, because they came out at around the same time.
That is true.
What's the tone of? I've never watched these shows.
Okay.
Trying to remember how to explain it in a good way.
Really good action shows with, pretty high stakes,
Yeah.
and at the same time has very good like humor.
At the right time.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically that's what they're doing with Sonic Prime. I'm looking forward to it.
Same.
Well, I'm not looking forward to is the new cast.
Oh yeah, the new. Okay, so if anyone has been following, uh, a majority of the Sonic voice cast has been leaving.
Why do the Sonic voice cast always leave?
I
Sega.
don't know, but Mike Pollock is really adamant about keeping his job as Eggman.
Oh, did you hear about Mike Pollock?
Wait, what about? Wait, last time I heard the dude kept his role.
Yeah, he kept his role, staying as Eggman.
Good.
Everyone else is left, like Roger has left. I think the recently the voice actress of Amy has left as well.
Damn.
Yeah, they got rid of Amy.
And yeah, and Tails, I believe, is also gone.
She was good. What the hell?
Why do they keep doing that?
Like every few years, they freaking cycle between the voice actors.
For what reason, man?
Yeah,
It can't be. It might be a marketing standpoint. Because remember Ben Schwartz
maybe.
is a remember Ben Schwartz is a thing. The dude who voiced Sonic
Yeah.
in the movie.
How would you feel if he actually voiced Sonic in the games
I wouldn't
itself?
mind it.
Eh,
It's gonna take some time to getting used to Roger, because
Yeah,
who was Sonic's previous voice actor before Roger? Jason Griffith.
it's Jason Griffith, and then before that was Ryan Drummond.
Okay, Sonic but after hearing Smith for the first time, I noticed that his voice was deeper than Roger. I mean than Jason. But over time I got used to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me
I'm wondering who the new voice cast is. I hope they freaking get a new voice actor for Silver. Please do.
Please do.
no
Please do.
Silver, because they just recast Silver with Team Sonic Racing. That was his recast. Yes. The dude who voiced Kirito in English voice Silvers now.
That was not the best recast. Nothing against the dude, but I don't think
See him
the
as
voice
Silver
fits.
necessarily.
Yeah. Previous voice actor, I think it was Quentin Flynn.
Damn it. That comment would have ended you. Look at that critical.
I like how
Oh my!
consistent Knuckles' voice actor was.
And then we're gonna get an even big another guy. And watch, this dude's gonna make Knuckles sound like a complete Dumbledore.
I remember like
I have to
Dan
censor myself.
Dan
Like he's gonna
Green.
make Knuckles. He's gonna make Knuckles sound like he has the brain of a supreme brick for a brain.
I like how they had Dan Green.
Supreme brick. I don't know why that always makes me laugh.
Dan Green was
Because of the
the
brick with Supreme
poetry
on it. Who
voice
the hell
actor,
thought that
and
was a
then
good
they had
idea?
Travis Willingham as the.
Like
Supreme.
people,
They were
like
consistent with.
they said, hey guys, let's make a brick, but let's have our logo on it. That was so million.
Adding a logo on everything sells.
Hmm? No. No one's gonna buy a brick that says Supreme on it.
Not true. There was one person who bought it.
I mean,
Remember?
to be fair, if the MTA put their logos on toilets, I'm pretty sure
People would
many people in the
go
community
for that.
would go after
I'm
it.
going to have
Wait.
the
If you mean the toilets, you mean
the super toilet.
Like if the MTA just takes a
super
random
toilet?
like if the MTA just takes a random toilet and just puts their logo on it and have
I
like
gotta
the
eat.
freaking color scheme of their buses or trains, someone's gonna freaking buy it.
They would. If they put it on the benches in the subway, they would buy it. Can I buy the turnstiles?
Oh, actually would like to buy a turnstile. I would like to do that and have it in my house, have it move and everything.
But even better, have it in the studio when you enter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The studio, the future studio.
E.
What's
And then
there
again,
that might be
would all probably jump it.
something. I don't know. You're gonna hurt yourself. Don't do that. I've seen people try and jump the turnstiles. It doesn't end well for them. It hurts.
There are
Ow.
different ending. There are different endings for it.
There's a reason why that there's a bar over the top of the turnstiles. It's to stop people from doing that.
E.
That's off, Kalel.
What?
You get pissed off every time someone jumps the turnstile.
Yeah, there was literally this time. I forgot when, but it was all of us. Me, you, Fred. I think Nazir was there. I think Vinny was there too. And we were all heading back to the N4. And there was this chick who casually just hopped over the turnstile past us.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, like I was just baffled because, like, is she serious? There was a camera right there. But that's Jamaica Queens for you.
Nazir,
E.
I'm gonna play a few more games with my brother. I'm gonna set up the room.
Oh snap! I forgot about Fighter. Dang,
What happened?
I completely forgot about Street Fighter.
Oh no, not you. Not screw it. Then if you forgot about it, screw it. All right, Christopher, we keep playing. What's something? All right, let's talk about Rocket League. What are your plans with Rocket League?
Well, I do have
I'll let you
something.
want to say that for later.
Yeah, I said that earlier in the podcast that I got two things that I'm going to announce at the next meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine. I think it's done because they can't come up with anything else. But after I share it with the fams and we get some other opinions going, then we could kind of greenlight it. Um, but yeah, but in terms of us overall playing the game itself and the streams,
What
it's
the devil happened?
okay. Not good, not bad. It's okay. We've improved since the last time we played. Since the first time we played Rocket League and when we started our little flaming trash can that we call Amway's Calamity. We've gotten much better. We have um more members now of our team, and yeah, it's going okay most of the time.
Calamity. The calamity gets stronger.
Yes, until the cycle kicks in. But if the cycle doesn't kick in, then we're good.
Ah,
Yeah, it's just we just need to keep that like momentum until like the end of the stream or whatever it is. I don't think that has happened before, but probably in the future. Probably in the future. I was
mm.
actually, you know what? I like to take this time. Speaking of Amity's Calamity, I like to take this time here to say that I quit. So
I was I was about to say I'd
deuce
like to
guys,
take this time to welcome our sponsors.
deuce guys, I'm out.
I just got robbed by a high schooler.
Come on, man.
Nah, I,
I
I
mean,
I will not renew my
you guys are
contract.
improving. What do you mean you're
I
leaving?
will
Like
not renew my contract for
you
2022
guys are
with
improving.
Amity's Calamity.
You guys are improving
I
the
quit. It's
calamity.
Alex's fault. I quit.
How is
It's
Alex's
Alex's
fault?
fault. I quit. It's Alex's fault. I quit.
How was the
You,
I
you're
under,
just
What did Alex?
I
you're
under,
just
What did Alex do?
I
you're just
understand.
Shut up, Nazir.
you're just there. I'm trying to hit the fucking ball. You hit me. I'm just
Sorry.
like, why are you here?
Sorry.
Why are you running?
The calamity is getting better though. Calamity came back.
I'm ready. Let's go.
That's a good one. Um,
Oh my god! Wait, you can infinite jump as Solid Snake and Smash Ultimate?
wait, really?
Yeah, I just saw a way. If you use the cipher and then throw a grenade down as soon as it's over, you can propel yourself back up and infinite jump.
Oh wow,
Look at her face.
that's crazy. I did not know that. I mean, to be fair, I've never played this Snake and Smash, but I never knew that at all.
I don't like the fact that I have to use a freaking grenade all the bloody time.
Well, you know,
Liquid. Oh, okay.
couldn't have gun Smash. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
I'm watching videos.
So
Oh,
anything else you guys want to talk about?
oh, Fred, you know what else is coming up in the future that I can't wait for?
Our House season 2.
Yes.
E
There's no official release date for it, although it is said that we might get it
I had a
mid
feeling.
2021.
mid 2021.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
This is the only thing
looking
I can
forward
think
looking
about.
forward to see the characters like Ida, Luz, King, Amity, Lo,
Myself, I
Gus,
mean Gus. Yeah, Gus,
Basha.
Basha.
I say that out loud.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. No, there's no Brooklyn.
There's no Brooklyn. Wait, isn't the? I mean, the Boiling Isles would technically be considered a Brooklyn if Brooklyn had witches, weird monsters.
Then it shall be dubbed the Pigeon House.
The pigeon, yes, the pigeon house. Because here in New York, we just have pigeons all over the place.
Not true. We have more than pigeons.
Joe,
Where do you see the
Alex,
turkeys?
But like you,
Alex, what was the point of your contribution, man?
That was good.
but there's like you mostly see pigeons around here. Sorry, you
Yeah.
mostly see pigeons around out and about. Like a few
Mostly in the
times I saw
city,
them.
like where we are, it's usually occasional
Yeah,
What
regular
about the
birds.
seagull that stole your donut?
Seagulls.
that that was literally like that was years ago, Chris. What the?
What you don't know is that I'm actually duck hunt in disguise.
What?
Confirmed. Nazir's in Smash Bros.
So are you.
You see, oh yeah, that's right. Because Fred's Bullet Bill.
No, he's
I'm
an
the Enderman as well.
Enderman.
That too.
Yeah, I'm the Bullet Bill as well.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
not a bullet bill.
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
the Bullet. I'm the Bullet Bill.
He is the Bullet Bill.
He's the bullet bill.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Here's
he
the
is. Trey.
I'm the bullet bill. Remember, I was playing F1 and I
Yeah, he was
drive
playing
forward.
F1 and coming into turn 1,
I
he didn't
don't
turn.
make
He doesn't
turns.
even turn.
Turns don't exist.
He just
There's only
kamikaze
straight.
into the first
He
car
doesn't
that's in
even
front of
turn,
him.
yo. He just runs
Bullet
I
straight
Bill
can
into
drive.
the other
turned,
I
though.
can
cars.
drive on the water, and then freaking just keep going straight. There's no
But Bullet Bill
turning.
turned, though.
That's
That's
Bullet Bill.
automatic turning.
It's
Not
automatic
manual
turn.
turning.
You can turn as a Bullet Bill in Mario Odyssey.
We're talking about driving bullet bills in the racetrack.
How do you drive a bullet? How do you drive a?
You don't. It's automatic.
It's simple. You have the gas, and you also have the brake. I'm sorry, no. You just have one pedal, the gas, and you have no steering wheel. You just go straight.
Off topic about Mario Kart. Remember Double Dash? I want them to bring back the Chain Chomp.
Bullocks.
In Mario Kart?
That's all I have to say. It's just ability and all power up in Mario Kart. Any other topics we have?
Let's see.
Oh, didn't Nazir want to talk about Metro?
Oh,
yeah.
heck yeah, baby. This is the
Yes,
moment.
please inform me what the hell Metro is. Because with this, because with this transit channel, I keep thinking Metro is something related to that.
Okay, so I've been waiting for this moment since the podcast started. Oh my! My whole body just had to come to life. I was in like a really uncomfortable position, and now that I'm moving, it's like, now your whole body has to stretch.
Okay.
But yes, so.
All right, inform the audience. What's Metro?
So in Metro, you play
Bullocks.
as a guy. So in Metro, you play as a guy you nuke a place, then you feel real bad about it, then you screw a jerk. She's not a jerk. She was a jerk. She's not a jerk. She's kind of horny for you like the whole time, but low key, but then not really. But ooh, woo, 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 woo.
Okay, I feel like this game isn't PG at all.
Then
It's a first-person shooter, Chris.
then you decide to go commit suicide, but then a little child is like, "Oh no, is that a deadly amount of radiation getting into your mouth? Let me fill your mouth with something else." You know what I'm saying?
Oh God,
I'm calling
no.
the cops.
Okay, okay.
That's enough. Stop.
And then
We're gonna get canceled for talking about this stupid game.
and then you survive because what he filled your mouth with was oxygen. You fucking pedophiles, right? He filled your mouth with oxygen, right? So then
I
you
hate my
go.
life.
Then you go on a cross country tour around Russia for a year. The end.
That's it?
Would you like me to elaborate?
No, I'm good. Not on this. Another time.
There's literally a deeper. Wait.
Yeah,
obviously
no,
that was a
I
parody.
have to. The viewers
Alright, bro.
deserve.
I'll be right back.
Viewers deserve a little more.
Obviously,
viewers
that was a
deserve-
parody of what the game actually is.
Yes. So, right. I don't. Should I go spoiler heavy or not?
No.
Okay, good. Because I want everybody to experience the Metro games.
You
Alright,
already know
so
I want to.
good. Right. Okay. So here's what it is. Metro is a series written by author Dmitry I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's too hard. It starts with a G. Okay?
Let me
It's
look
too
it up.
hard. It's simply too hard, right? It's too hard. Kind of like no.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
No. Right? But okay, so boom, bada bing, bada boom, right? Metro is the series written by Dimitri, and it takes place. Oh, okay. It takes place in post-apocalyptic Russia. Now, what has happened is that the worst possible outcome happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody started attacking each other with nukes. This left a deadly amount of radiation on the surface, and it also started nuclear winter, right?
Volkovsky.
Right? It started nuclear winter, right? The story takes place 20 years after the bombs dropped, and
Hello?
the last vestiges of life have taken refuge inside the Russian metro. Hence the name Metro. You feel me? Metro. You gotta feel it in your nether regions, okay?
Nah, I'm good.
So first first book in the series is called Metro 2033, right? And in Metro 2033, you follow this man named Artyom, right? Artyom, I found out, is a common name in Russian, and holy crap, we have John Smith in America. In Japan, they have Sasuke, and in Russia, they have Artyom. What the hell are we doing wrong?
No one names their kid Sasuke in this day and age.
That's not true. A lot of people do for some reason.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know where you're getting your facts from, but that just straight up was
It
not
sounds
accurate.
outlandish to me. That there's an actual that there are actual dudes out there named Sasuke, and then when they meet an American, they're like, "Oh, it's just like the Naruto character." I'm gonna hate it.
You know what? The name Sasuke probably has gone down ever since Naruto happened. Kind of like Karen. You know, people just straight up aren't naming their kids Karen anymore.
I wonder why.
Right? But anyway, back to Metro, right? So, like I said, in Metro 2033, you follow the character Artyom, right?
Yeah.
And his goal is to stop the Dark Ones, right? This is the inciting incident. Nothing I've said is spoilers yet, and I will not go into spoiler territory.
Are you
because
sure about that? Because remember the last time you spoiled Final Fantasy 10? Yeah, 10 for me.
Granted, I said I wasn't gonna spoil Final Fantasy VII. Okay, so granted,
Bollocks! You spoiled 10.
yeah, I got a little too passionate there for a second. Okay, I
Freaking
said I
bollocks!
would.
You spoiled 10.
And I said I wouldn't spoil 7. See,
You.
I will not spoil anything of the Metro series, except what I've already spoiled in the parody version of what I said. Right? Okay.
Go.
So right. So basically, RTM's inciting incident is that he has to stop the Dark Ones from invading his home of Exhibition. Exhibition is not the original name of his home, but that is what it's been localized to because the actual name of the station that he is native to is like VDNK something. Okay? I'm not joking. Well, that's how it looks in English. I don't even know how that's pronounced in Russian. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Freaking VDNKH or some bullcrap. I'm not joking. That's RTM's home station, right? So he embarks on a journey to go and stop the Dark Ones on his 20th birthday. I mean, not on his 20th birthday, but while he's 20. Along the way, he will meet a couple characters such as Okay Decent Guy, Metro Sage, and Miller. Yeah,
Metro
there's not a
Sage
lot
sounds
of
like the
characters.
ultimate rail fan.
What?
Yeah, there's not a lot of characters. But throughout the game and the book, RTM starts finding. Okay, one of the big themes about it is like personal enlightenment, right? For a very big spoiler that happens later, right? But throughout both journeys in the game and in the book, more so in the book, RTM sort of becomes enlightened on his journey about some things he wasn't really thinking about before because a lot of supernatural stuff happens to him, right? In the game, the story of Metro is presented as a semi-linear, like still explore every area you're in, right? But it is a semi-linear shooter. So if you're tired of the freaking oversaturation of open world games and you like first person with an actual focus on narrative, I would highly suggest giving Metro 2033 a try. Uh, if you could read it, I would also suggest reading it. Right, one version is not necessarily superseding the other in terms of canon, since Dimitri has expressed his love for
For the video game.
the video game, right? So no one version is necessarily more canon than the other.
Or
Pick
better. In any
exactly pick your poison, and you'll more or less go through the same important beats and story. Just note that RTM is a lot more. It gets a lot more philosophical for RTM within the book. That's like, if you ask me, that's the main difference, right? Boom, Metro Last Light. Now this was the one that Dimitri really worked closely with the creators on, and Metro Last Light is the sequel to Metro 2033, and it is a video game. There is no book version of Metro Last Light. Well, no, there. Let me say, there's probably a book version. Everybody writes a book about everything. What I'm saying is, Metro Last Light is a video game first, and it is canon. It is actually canon. Dimitri straight up writes the books and helps write the games in conjunction with each other, and they all exist within the same canon, starting from Last Light. Because in Dimitri's follow-up novel to Metro 2033, which is, of
Both.
course, Metro 2034, it literally references things that happen within Metro Last Light. But now, Metro Last Light, literally, funny thing about Metro Last Light and Metro 2034, they literally happen on like opposite sides of the Metro, so none of the characters interact with each other. But it's interesting nonetheless, right? But let's focus on the games because the books are a lot harder to describe. It was easy to do Metro 2033, but from now on, I'm going to focus on the games, right? So in Metro Last Light, once again, you're playing as RTM following the events of the bad ending of Metro 2033. The bad ending is canon, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Because
often that you hear something.
the bad ending is canon because it falls more in line with what happened at the end of the book, right? To me, if you ask me, the best way to play Metro 2033 is to unlock the option to get the good ending, because you have to unlock the good ending. Unlock the option to get the good ending and then choose the bad ending for the most faithful representation of the book. Because in the book, RTM, without spoiling it, in the book, RTM finds out something and he realizes he's making a mistake right before it becomes too late to stop it. I mean, no, right when it becomes too late to stop it, right? So what I would do is, if you're playing Metro 2033, make RTM realize he's making a mistake, but then choose the bad ending so that by the time it's obvious to RTM, it's still too late to stop anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but basically, Metro Last Light, you're now facing the consequences of your actions in Metro 2033, and this is where the good endings start getting canon, right? Because, like I said, you have to deal with the consequences of your actions, and it deals with RTM getting into a bunch of wacky hijinks, such as getting captured by the Nazis, right? Being betrayed by the communists, right? Fighting both the Nazis and the communists, and protecting a little kid. Also, he falls in love. Metro Last Light, ladies and gentlemen. Right?
Like he
So
falls
then
in love. What a weirdo.
we move on to Metro Exodus, where, to be honest, what I said in the parody version is as much as I'm really gonna say on Metro Exodus because I haven't beaten it. I know it takes place after Metro Last Light, with
Awful.
RTM still trying to help everybody. You know, RTM is a dreamer. He dreams that people will be able to go onto the surface, and he's trying to find a way to make that happen. Throughout Metro Exodus is one of those is the Metro game where you spend a lot of time uh, outside of the train stations in the world. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's still linear, but it's nowhere near as linear as the first two games go. Because if you know train stations, and we know train stations all here at Zack and Night Eagle,
Yeah.
right? There tend to be a lot of long tubes. You can only go one way or the other, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So the first two games are a lot more linear. The third game is a lot more open. However, it is not open world. Thank God. I am sick and tired of open world games. There's simply too many. So, but it
Unpopular
is.
opinion by Nazir.
Yep, it'd be like that. But yeah, while it is more open, it is not open world, so it still fits my criteria. And yeah, basically, what happens in Metro Exodus is over the course of a literal year, yes, throughout the story, you will see the seasons change. You are traveling around Russia to try to find some way to bring people back to the surface or try to find a spot you could do that at. And that is the Metro video game series in a nutshell. I also talked about the first book because I actually read the first book. Hey, yo! I have not read Metro 2034 yet because I haven't even beaten Last Light. But I know how Last Light ends because when I was younger, I spoiled literally only Last Light for myself. Metro 2033 was a completely new experience. But when I was young, I thought Metro Last Light was the only game in the series, right?
Uh-huh.
So I know all about how that ends. I looked up a summary of Metro 2034 to see if it would be something I was interested in. It is, right? So I read
No
and
spoiler
played.
there.
I both read and played 2033. I'm going to read 2034 after I finish Last Light. And 2035 happens after Last Light, but before Metro Exodus. So I'll probably read 2035 right after I'm done reading
What?
2034, and then I'm gonna play Metro Exodus. But yeah, quick little summary. Right now, the gameplay. Did you think I was done? No, that was just story summary, boy. So
We're running out of time, you know.
buckle up. Oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody else have something they wanted to say?
No,
Nah.
not really.
That's cool. That's cool. Let me do my thing, Chris.
We're running
Let
out
me
of
do my
time.
thing. All right.
This
Oh,
nigga's
worry.
carrying
All
the
that's
freaking.
left to talk about is gameplay. I've talked about the characters, the setting, every. There's just gameplay, right?
Mhm.
So, like I said, the gameplay, it is a first-person shooter with heavy emphasis on exploration, however limited it may be, right? Um, a couple things to note that make Metro a little bit more interesting than its contemporaries is that there is also a survival horror element and heavy inventory management. Now, further along the game, this will be less necessary, especially since on top of pickpocketing the bullets off of enemies, you can also take the bullets out their guns that's loaded. Right? And in levels where you need to use guns, they will be aplenty because you can just take them from your enemies. So the only levels you really have to worry about are the survival horror levels, which will start running your ammo like a hood nigga in Brooklyn. Okay,
Why would you say that?
Wow.
right? Those levels will run your ammo because you will be shooting at literally everything and anything that moves, including but not limited to the walls. All right.
The walls?
The walls have eyes, did you know? That's what JoJo taught
Yo,
me.
there be these holes in the walls and giant spiders will run out. Okay, I don't know if you
Nah,
guys
Okay, shut your
don't
noticed.
mouth.
mess with
I
that.
Hell no.
I have.
We're done. We're done
I'm
talking about
not.
Metro.
We're not
I'm not the
done.
biggest. I'm not the biggest fan of those things. So if I see a hole, I shoot in it. Okay, I'm a simple man, right?
We're
Other
done talking about
resources.
Metro. You lost me at giant spiders.
That was the last thing I said. So don't worry, we're getting back on track, right? Anyway, other things you
Both.
will have to source are your oxygen supplies, which in Metro 2033 it wasn't that big a deal. I always had oxygen, and it wasn't that bad. In Metro Last Light though, bro, I hate being in Russia, like outside of the freaking outside of the metro because I run out of air filters like they're going out of business, bro. Like Jesus Christ. I explore a lot, so I always have the currency in this game is military grade rounds. You can use them to purchase stuff, or if you run out of regular bullets, just load those bad boys into your AK and let it spray for some extra damage. You know, you can literally shoot your money in this game, right?
What?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Seems, seems fair enough.
Seriously?
yes, yeah, and your military grade rounds do extra damage because they are military grade rounds. You know, so honestly, if you have money to blow, like if you got it like that, screw using them as currency. Just load those bad boys into your gun, and like I said, let it spray, make them pray. You know what I'm saying?
That is the
Right?
biggest money flex ever.
Yeah, yeah, right. Your flashlight has a life limit. Now, at first, I thought this was freaking arbitrary, right? Like, why the heck do I have to recharge my flashlight, right? But then I got stuck in a level with crawlers, and my flashlight was going out, and I'm like, oh, I understand. This is just to screw me. All right,
Makes
Oh my
sense.
god.
all right. There's also a specialty type of gun, air pressure guns that shoot metal balls. You know what I'm saying, Alex, right?
Hey,
Yeah, you
whoa,
know all
Why
whoa,
about
him?
balls.
whoa,
Hey yo, nah, nah,
whoa.
nah. You got me messed up, yo.
A second, hold on. Did Chris just say why him? I'm sorry, do you know something about balls that the rest of us don't?
What? What are you talking about?
Alright then. Don't make yourself a target. Making yourself a target, because now you are the ball expert. Congratulations.
Huh?
Anyway, right? So there are these guns that use air pressure, and you can overpressure your gun. I don't know what happens if you. I think you could bust your gun if you pump it too much. Like if
Oh
there's too.
yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I think you can bust your gun. I'm not sure. I'm too much of a pussy to do it, right?
What?
Because if I do that, I lose a gun. You know what I'm saying? I
And
lose
nobody
a
wants
gun.
to lose a gun.
And those air pressurized guns, if you push it to the red, like like the gun is about to burst, and you shoot something, it goes down.
Damn it.
Like that's it. There is no other. Because there's these things called demons. They fly and straight up will pick you up in the air, claw at your face, and then throw you back on the ground. Right? You lose a dumb amount of health. Right? I shot one of them with a fully pressurized metal ball, and it just went down. No questions asked. I'm like, okay, this is the wave, right? So when things get serious,
High pressure that.
high pressure that bitch. Yeah, exactly. You already know, right? Ha ha. So yeah, normally you can hold 3 guns in the game, and there's a lot of guns you can choose. Sometimes you're gonna be on low ammo, especially if there has not been a human segment in a while. because a lot of the game is exploring and dealing with the monsters, right?
I just
And monsters don't drop ammo when they die, so you're just screwed until you get to the next town. Which, yes, the big stations in this metro are considered towns where you can go and buy stuff and talk. Well, Artium is silent in the games, right? But you can kind of talk to the residents there, right?
Mhm.
Also, there is a morale system, which is how you get the good and bad ending. I knew going into it because I read the book first that the bad ending of Metro 2033 was going to be canon. I didn't even bother interacting with the morale system, especially since the morale system in 2033 sucks balls. Like, you gotta not kill people, and there's a whole level where you can shoot Nazis and communists at the same time. And as the good American that I am, I couldn't pass up this opportunity. You know. In Metro Last Light, though, I'm going into it knowing that the good ending is canon, so I'm interacting with it more. However, it is a lot more lenient in that if they are shooting at you, there is no problem shooting back. You know. So I like the morality system in Metro Last Light a little bit more because there's a little bit more interesting stuff to do with this mechanic without huh yeah, basically there's a little bit more interesting stuff to do with this mechanic without having you um being forced to sneak through some levels, right? There are going to be instances where you're just going to have to let them pass. Like, don't get into combat unnecessarily, which is good for me, my ammo, and my pockets anyway, right? So it'll be obvious, but in situations where it's just like, oh, you just got to get through the level, and there happen to be humans, and if they start shooting at you, right? Show them who the real Dirty Dan is. No problem. You know? And that's the Metro series sans spoilers. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Did I forget to mention that there's trains?
Yeah, so I think you mentioned that before.
Yeah, there's trains.
I saw a level where you were on one. You showed it to me.
Oh yeah, Alex seen it. Okay, so boom.
And there was a freaking thing that you couldn't kill there. I don't understand what that was.
Oh yeah, the Donkey Kong looking motherfuckers, right? Yeah,
The what?
the Donkey Kong looking motherfuckers. You know?
No, not even that. The freaking random freaking orb that was floating
Oh
towards
yeah,
you and then your game crashed.
oh yeah, yeah. The
Which
anomaly that
which
just
had
instant.
me freaking perplexed.
And then my game crashed.
Bro.
Yo, first
Bro.
off, let me complain about something real quick. How in the heck do downloaded games crash? Like, I understand if it's a disc, but I downloaded this game. Why is it? It is a last gen game. Why is it crashing?
The anomaly, man. It's an anomaly.
Yo, it's so stupid.
It's even an
Yo,
anomaly to the game itself.
Metro isn't Metro isn't the only one that does this. I have this problem with PlayStation. I have this problem with Xbox. I have this problem with Nintendo. Why do downloading games crash? It should be on the system. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem? The anomaly crashed my game. That's probably what happened. It was like,
Yes.
oh, be like, oh, you're about to get away from me, huh?
I'm gonna
Not
show
if
you
I
why they call me the anomaly.
exactly. Like, oh, you think you're about to get away from me? Not if I face fuck your fucking Xbox on PlayStation.
Oh, shit.
Thinking, okay, okay, Pinhead. Okay, don't put your pinhead in a weird place, Larry. Okay, relax. Okay, anything else?
Um, not really. No, actually, no. Yes, I have one last thing I would like to talk about. Right.
Okay.
Kind of like my review, really. So, if you are not aware, to the fans or anyone here on the channel, I recently installed Train Simulator 2021 on my computer here, and it was last month. Thanks to a conveniently placed Steam sale that I really needed to exist. Um, and I thought, when I go for it, um, I originally got the game, thanks to a friend of mine who also owns the game. Um, and so yeah, this is kind of like my review of it so far. And for anyone else who actually wants to get the game themselves, Train Simulator is made by a company or a group, I should say, called Dovetail, not Ducktales, Dovetails.
Yep.
They are also the same people who made another train game called Train Sim Worlds. Now, the difference between the two is that Train Sim World is a much newer game than Train Sim itself. Train Sim is kind of like not OpenBV. Train Sim is actually kind of like OMC 2, which I will get more to in a bit. But it's basically a game um that was created in, I believe, 2009 or like early 2000s, and it's really been updated every single year, but then the name just changes. So it's not like a new game itself. It's kind of just a game with an already existing stuff, and then each and every year there's new stuff added. Either it's like bug fixes or new maps or whatever. But yeah, Train Sim Worlds is on the Train Sim World is on every, I believe, not every console. I believe it's on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, whereas Train Sim is only for PC on the Steam store. Train Sim World allows you to do other things. The graphics are a bit different. You can kind of like walk around now, so that's pretty cool. Whereas Train Sim, you're kind of like stuck to your seat, but that's not really a problem for me. Um, I actually own both games, by the way. But Train Sim Train Sim 2021, it's definitely a good investment if you have the money, the time, and the patience. Um, the graphics isn't really the best thing about the game, considering that it is from 2009, but it's definitely like, how do I put it? It's not the best thing out there, but it's like it's still good to have regardless. Um,
It's workable.
yeah, exactly. It's workable. Um, Sounds and other stuff like that, and um, realism is also pretty nice too. Um, Even though you're glued to your seat most of the time when you're doing anything in that game, there are some trains or most trains that will have a bunch of switches, even though all of those switches may not be accessed like how it is in Train Sim World. It's still pretty good. Um, it's definitely a game that, for me at least, is um it's playable for hours and hours if you have the right mods and DLCs and add-ons. It's definitely a game that I would suggest. However, when I said that this game is kind of like OMC 2, I meant it like this. And OMC 2 and Train Sim share a couple of things in common. The first thing is that they were both created in the early 2000s, with, I believe, Train Sim being I think it started in 2009. OMC started in 2004. Both games are on the Steam store, and one of it, two biggest flaws is that both games not only have the tendency to spontaneously combust for basically no good reason. It's mostly focused around payware, and if you go on the Steam store right now and ignore the Steam sale that's currently going on, the prices for everything is just awful. Like, I'll give you like a good example, right? So, there's like a handful of good train sim mods for both like um UK trains, US trains, all that other stuff. Um and let's say like for example like the Northeast Corridor, New Haven to New York City, whatever it is. Um that itself, I believe, with no sale, I believe that's about like $30, maybe 40, right? Now, on top of getting the Northeast Corridor pack, you also need to get the trains for it too, which that will also probably cost you about maybe $20 to $30 as well. So, and because of the fact that when you get the game straight out of the box in quotations, there won't be a lot of stuff that will fascinate you. Because for me, when I got Train Sim World, my main intention was to buy it with DLC. Because the DLC had the things that I really um gravitated towards. Like for example, the Metro North pack, the Amtrak pack, all that other stuff. So you're most likely gonna be getting the DLC, and to my advice is if you're gonna get DLC for this game, wait until a good Steam sale occurs. Because if you don't, it's gonna basically two piece you. It's basically gonna two piece you in the face, curb stomp you, and then take your wallet. So
Sounds
uh
about right.
yeah
Mm.
I mean OMC2 is also payware based, but it's not as bad as Train Sim with the high prices. Um, However, plus side is that some mods are very high quality and very good. Like I just bought the um Metro North Bud M2s and M4s for the New Haven pack, and almost everything is down to a T. The um the sounds of the cabs, the buzzer, the horn could be better. But like everything from like the sound of the pantographs to the switches, it's all just it's beautiful. So yeah, so to basically wrap this up because it's been like an hour so far. If you want to get Train Sim, first and foremost, you should probably have a strong computer. Secondly, you should wait until a Steam sale occurs to get the game itself and other DLCs. Because during some Steam sales, not every train, but most Steam sales, it's half off. That's not a word, but some games that are half, some mods that are half off um will vary. Like for example, the M2 pack was $15 when on the Steam sale now, whereas like another train that I saw like the Amtrak P30CH was about like $3. So it varies from price to price. But but back to being on track. If you're gonna get this game, wait until wait until a Steam sale to just get everything that you really want, because it's way cheaper. And lastly, you should probably be prepared for snags. This game, like I said, is very old, so it will have its moments, its fair share of problems that will basically make you want to pull your hair out. I definitely had some today, and I still do. But it's definitely a game that is fun, regardless of it stealing your whole wallet, regardless of it causing a migraine. Train Sim is definitely a good game. I give it a 8 out of 10, and that is all.
Hey,
And anything else that anyone else wants to share?
My tree goes on fire.
You what?
My tree goes on fire.
your
Take
Trico, what?
take a nice pack. Anything else?
It will melt.
Take a nice pack.
I'm eating a salad right now and it sucks, bro. Like, who even eats olives? I hate olives, yo. I swear to God, I found an olive in my. At first, I thought it was a grape. I was like, oh, this is live, right? I bit into that. I swear to God, it was the most disgusting shit I ever tasted in my life. I was like, oh my, a fucking olive. I spit that shit out. I was scared. Every move I made, bro. Every move I made, every fucking move I made. Right, I was like, is there another olive in here? And guess what? Guess what? The
What?
fucking psychos actually did it. There was another olive in there. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Uh,
So
overall,
yeah.
overall, the salad sucks. The tuna wasn't bad. It wasn't good either. It was like missing something. I don't know. It made me a little depressed, just a little bit. Right? The rest of the salad, it just sucks. Like, I don't know. How do you get lettuce wrong? Like, I don't know. Something about their lettuce is just like boring. I don't get it, right? But yeah, that's it. I just want to tell you, salad sucks.
This has been food reviews with Nazir.
Like I want to go back to eating pizza, but I also want to eat healthier because you know how
Better
I
than
got.
That sounds
I'm
like
fat, yo. I want to be skinny, bro. I want to be skinny, bro. No, that's not the reason. There is another reason, but it's kind of adult themed. Can't say it on here. I don't want to get us too canceled. You know what I'm saying? Actually, that's not even it. I don't care about canceling us. I just don't want people in my personal business. You feel me? No, I guarantee you, after Tuesday, I'm going back to eating whatever the heck I want. I just need to keep eating this way for about how many days until Tuesday?
uh,
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
yeah.
So now you know.
And on that bombshell, I think here's a nice place to end the podcast. Um, if you
Yo, y'all feet ever be crispy?
if you enjoy this podcast, be sure to like, comment, and share with your friends. Be sure to follow us on our social medias on Instagram and Twitter at Zach and Eagle, Zach underscore and
I'm
underscore Ned
serious.
Eagle.
Your feet ever be so hot that they get a little crispy? You gotta be like, oh, I need to turn the heat down. Oh.
Be sure to follow. Um, be sure to also join us on our Discord server, which is in the link below. Um, and with that being said, without further ado, we will see you again in about 4 months. That was a joke.
No, it wasn't. Stop lying to them. Give them
We'll
hope.
see you in 5 years.
We'll see you.
Don't give them hope.
It's like I'm still shocked though, because like the last time we did a podcast, my room was different, and we were talking about Genshin Impact. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, we'll see you guys in the next stream, wherever that will be.
I'm glad you have so much faith in us, Kalo. Wait, what? Why did I say that? Am I retarded?
Bye,
Oh
guys.
snap! can't say retarded. Can't.
Bye, guys.
Oh man.
Yo,
Okay, bye.
Whoops. I forgot.